Okay, so dear Dharma practitioners, be comfortable yourself and relax your body. We are going to start our ongoing meditation session now. So keep your back straight, neck head straight in one line and your right palm on your left. So gently close your eyes and bring your attention to this bell sound. And while you're focusing to the sound, mentally relax your body, relax your mind, and relax your breathing with your thoughts. So do nothing extra. Just follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened One. So, dear Dhamma practitioners, before we start our practice session, as usual, we'll take few minutes to understand why this meditation practice is necessary. And what are the benefits that you can gain out of this? Because when you know the benefits, you may walk into it. You start to develop it with you. Why? Because we are very ordinary people. And in this conventional life, we used to work for benefits. We look for benefits. We look for profit. And then, rather than take out that nature, what we need to do, we have to divert that nature to bring something good for us. So we have a habit, we have a pattern to look for benefit. So then just look for the benefit in this spiritual practice. And then when you put some value on it, naturally you go into to develop it with you. Because ordinary people, when there are no benefits, they don't work for that. So that's why day by day, every day, you have to remind the value of your practice. And that will help you to stay on the path and develop this day by day. So when it comes to mental practice, one of the important things that you have to remember, having complete rest, physical, mental rest. So that is very necessary. And more than the mental, the physical rest, it is, you can make it happen. And it's kind of like you go backward. Because your busy mind, maybe your body become busy. Tired mind make your body tired, but now you have ability to gain the physical rest. And once you have that physical rest, it will help to have a mental rest. So when the physical and mental rest settle down, it is very easy for you to develop the awareness. And when it comes to resting our physical body, and we have to be very careful about the posture. Then mostly when it comes to, when we think about the rest, and sometimes you lie down, you sit on a chair, couch, and maybe the way you sit or lie down make you more tired by the time. It's not going to give you a rest. That's why most of the postures make people sick by the time. So this is the measurement that you have to understand. When the body have the complete rest, and if your posture is good, out of that posture, you will never get any kind of physical discomfort by the time. It's never going to bring any kind of injuries later. As you know, in day-to-day life, and sometimes even the way we sleep, by the time can bring certain injuries to us. So that's mean what? That we hold the body in a wrong posture. So that's why you have to be very mindful regarding the way you maintain your body, at least just the posture. So when you're able to tune to this physical rest, and you will recognize the mentally, little by little, you become more comfortable. Because mind live in this body. And once you have that comfort, that will help for you to recognize the perception clearly, understand it, and out of that, the whatever your bodily, verbally, mentally action become more and more profitable. So it's underneath then one of the major important thing, physical rest. So at the same time, you have to know that what you experience, you can expand. So as example, if you start to run, you can increase the speed. So then in your personal, this human body, you still never experience the fastest run. You didn't experience it, but it is there. And in your very life, in this very life, you didn't experience most of your physical capacities. Even you have no idea how strong your body. You didn't look into it. So then that means you didn't master your physical body, and out of this physical body, you didn't get the 100% the benefit. It's kind of like you wasting. So then just think, if you don't get the best benefit out of this physical body, how you can get the best out of your mind? So the way that you can increase the physical capacity, same way that you can increase your mental capacity also. And what you understand, what you see, what you recognize in this very moment, even though it is, you recognize it as something and it is right for you. How about if you increase the capacity of recognition? Maybe you will see the same situation, same environment, same object. You may see something else. So this is the thing then. You have to question yourself. What you hear, what you smell, what you taste, what you smell, what you taste, what you feel, how you know exactly that you gain the right information? Just imagine that it's a frequency, you put numbers. So how you know that what you see through your eyes 100% accurate, clear? What you hear 100% accurate. Because if you don't develop the mental capacity, maybe you hear 20%, 30%, 50%. Maybe if your mind somewhere else, maybe it is even not 1%. So then, out of your perception, when you take a decision, how you know it is going to work for you? Because your recognition was not 100%. And you maybe just imagine it is a 50%. If you can do, that's also enough. But still, just imagine, if your perception, you perceive, you understand only 50% because your mental capacity is not developed. So if it is the 50%, then out of that, because your reaction not going to be 50%, your reaction going to be 100%. Because you hold it, think, believing, oh, this is right, this is it. Oh, I knew it. But you knew only half of it. So then what happened? Your mental reaction going to be 100%. See, that your recognition become 50%, your reaction going to become 100%. That is where things go wrong. And we manipulate ourselves. So practicing meditation allow us to break this down and allow us to develop this mental capacity to the highest. And out of this, all the physical training and physical practice, the one of the major important, the most difficult part, practicing your mind. Practicing physical is easy. So when it comes to practicing mind, developing mind, and holding something, chanting something, praying something, is still you can do, because it's you find something to hold. But letting go that everything and just completely becoming neutral and developing your focus to something invisible which you cannot catch as object sometimes. That is your inhalation, exhalation. Is very difficult. It takes a lot of energy. If you are not strong, it is very difficult for you to practice awareness. To practice awareness, remember, you have to be strong. Physically, you have to be strong. Mentally, you have to be strong. You have to have some strength because it takes a lot of energy and it burns a lot of calories. For the new world, it's kind of like one of the best way to weight lose, losing your weight is practicing awareness. Why? Because that it burns a lot of calories. It's a very natural way. It is not kind of like a fat burner pills. Because your entire body need to function to the maximum level to get into the 100% clear awareness. And when you have it, you become like the Superman. Superman means not a kind of like invisible things. No, you achieve to your own best. So then every day, whatever you do, your physical actions, your verbal actions, your mental actions, and you have to remember and bring your 100% awareness towards it. And then when the thing is this, mostly we try to think about our physical part and we forget our mental. But remember, once you bring your awareness to 100%, your physical performance going to become 100%. But you can develop the physical performance to 100%, but your mental performance may not going to be there. So that's why when it comes to awareness, when you bring your mind to the moment, naturally your body going to follow that. You can keep the body in the present moment and the mind may be somewhere else. But when the mind in the present moment, body cannot go somewhere else. So that's why with the mental practice, it is more beneficial for you rather than physical practice. That is very necessary. But at the same time, you have to remember to increase your ability of awareness will change your experience. And it takes time. It takes time. But by the time once you develop the process, once the method become more and clear for you to develop it rather than hold it to it, then you are in a kind of like a system that you develop based on mental development, not just only the physical development. So when it comes to that awareness, that your attention always should be free from some kind of intention, desire, and the hopes and looking for result ahead. So like that. So if you have the intention that look for the result, then the mind already go beyond the moment. So then you have to be very careful. That's why you have to see the observer while you observing, to recognize and keep the clarity, the emptiness inside you, not look for result, but knowingly 100% your in awareness become more and more clear to see. What going to appear is not your business. Don't try to look for something and find it there. No, it is different. When you see, so whatever come to you, recognize it. And then it will disappear. So whatever next comes, just take it and see it. Don't look for what you experienced in the past. Because if you look for that, you are not the seeker. The very behavior, the very character of the seeker inside, it's always free. Don't look for some kind of preconditioned goal. So that is where you're going to recognize the clarity, then the truth. So it is a very kind of like a tricky way that our mind behaves, because we are not used to be free from intention. Always we have the attention regarding something already we build up in our mind first, and then we look for that. That's why without any preconditioned mind, when you start to look, in the beginning, it becomes kind of like difficult for us, of course. But still, you can do that. And that is the key point, that you can gain the inner wisdom. That is the key point, that you can go beyond this conditional life. Because we are experience this all biologically, culturally, socially, spiritually. Already it's kind of like a design our life to function in a certain way. So deeply, when it comes to meditation also, mostly by the past experience or the knowledge you already accumulated, maybe design certain kind of pattern inside you to look for through meditation, look for something through meditation. But when it comes to meditation, especially when it comes to tranquility meditation and vipassana meditation, you don't look something pre-designed inside you. You get out of that all the designs. You get out of all the patterns. You get out of all the methods. And you become completely free from that all. So then remember that what you experience, even though for the moment it is right, there is something more you can see if you increase that inner ability. So for that, in the beginning, You have to know, keep free your mind. For that physical health you can gain, in the very first level, you have to learn how to rest and the posture and allow everything to settle down itself. And from there, without looking for something, start to see and recognize what you experience. And when you recognize that, you recognize and you just let it go with the moment. Without holding it to it or without dreaming about it, don't try to repeat that inside your mind. And then you will see moment by moment, things will change, things will come to you, and maybe it make more pleasure or maybe painful. Maybe you like it, maybe you don't like it. So like that, things will happen, but still then later, by the time you will recognize this everything, all the perception, and not only the perception and the perceiver, all the experience, not only that, but the experiencer. Not all the objects, but not only that, this subject, and that everything, moment by moment, change. So with that, let's get into practice a little bit. In your right palm on your left, make it straight in one line and be comfortable with your posture. And bring your attention to your body and observe head to toes 3 times and say Sopateva, or may I be well and happy 3 times. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment, with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable, may my breath be more smooth, may no difficulties come to me, may all the success come to me. Also think for a moment, this is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime, and detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalations and exhalations. So in the beginning, deeply and gently, breathe in, breathe out 3 times and find the sensation, please. Just allow your inhalations, exhalations happen itself. And when it happens, just recognize inhalation as inhalations, exhalations as exhalations. Do nothing extra. Bring your attention to your body, please. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also, as far as you can, through galaxies, other planets, stars, reminding yourself like this. Mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe, and may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away. Already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart forward. Visualize yourself and send it as a light to your backside, to your left side, and to your right side. Downward and upward. To all six directions at once, like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it with the maximum effort to the highest. wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So first of all, we offer this practice to the great qualities of the Buddha, Dhamma, and the Sangha, and also by the power of this meritorious deed, may all of us attain to the supreme bliss of Nibbana. Also, may all your guardian angels and deities will receive these merits and increase their longevity and protect all of you from any kind of planetary influences or any ill effects. Ittavata ca ammihi sampadam punya sampadam sabbe devanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhutanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe sattanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya Imaya dhamma nudhamma patipattiya buddhang pujemi dhammang pujemi sanghang pujemi attaya imaya patipattiya jati jara vyadhi maranam ha paribunjisami idam me punya kammang asavakkayavang hotu sabba dukkha pamuncatu. Bless you.